Hi everyone, my name is Yasin, metric number is 270013, and today we want to introduce you to a movie called Primal.
I didn't do this, you gotta believe me.
I don't have to believe you, I don't care. I'm your attorney.
What about the truth?
The illusion of truth.
You can play the game.
What do you think he's up to?
I honestly don't know.
You can unravel the mystery.
There was someone else in that room.
Who's the third person?
You're on dangerous ground here.
But you must keep the secret. Richard Gere. Primal Fear. Rated R. Sneak preview Saturday, March 30th at Select Theaters.
Primal Fear is a psychological courtroom crime drama in 1996. Now, I will share about the summary of Primal Fear and the characters involved first. Martin Ware, a famed defense attorney who volunteers to represent a young boy accused of murder. Aaron Stamper, a teenage older boy charged with the gruesome murder of Archbishop Richard Rushman. Assistant District Attorney and also is ex-girlfriend of Martin Ware, Jenna Venable is assigned to prosecute Aaron's murder case. Dr. Maury Arrington, the psychologist who discovered that Aaron suffers from multiple personality disorder, and the personality is a violent sociopath who calls himself Roy. At the beginning of the movie, the respected Archbishop is murdered, and the police catch the bloody teenage Aaron at the scene, but he claims to have no recollection of being at the crime scene. So the famous lawyer Martin decides to handle the case for free because he wants to be more popular to this case. However, after they had spent time together, Martin believes that Aaron is innocent. As the investigation unfolds, Martin, who initially thought that Aaron was guilty, is now fighting the court to prove Aaron's insanity, therefore excusing his intentionality for the murder of the Archbishop. Martin then called Aaron to witness stand and politely questioned him about the Archbishop's persecution. Then, when Janet points out that Aaron killed the Archbishop because he was mistreated by the Archbishop, Aaron jumps out the door and becomes another personality, Roy, and attacks Janet.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
Excuse me?
Hey, you look at me when I'm talking to you, you bitch.
Mrs. Stampler!
Fuck you, lady. Come here.
Bailiff!
Come here, you want to play rough? Let's play rough. Come on.
So, as you know, the final verdict of the case suggests that Aaron is not guilty for the reason of mental insanity, and is put into a maximum security mental hospital, but only 30 days. At the end of the film, Martin finds that he has been duped by the lies and beguiled by Aaron's acting skill, and that Aaron, whom he so painstaking to exonerate, is a false villain. So here is a video that Aaron clarified his role in the last scene.
So there never was a Roy.
Jesus Christ, Marty, if that's what you think, I am disappointed in you. I don't mind telling you. There never was an Aaron, counselor.
So that's all from me. Now I will pass to my friend to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, doctor and everyone. My name is Wong Hui Sing, metric number 278191 from Good Night. Today, I'd like to present the personality disorder displayed in Primal. First of all, we need to know what is personality disorder. Personality disorder is a type of mental disorder in which the way of thinking, feeling, and behavior that differ with cultural expectations can cause distress or problem functioning and will continue over time. We can analyze two types of personality disorder from this film, which is dissociative personality disorder, and antisocial personality disorder. Dissociative personality disorder, DID, also known as multiple personality disorder, is a mental disorder characterized by the maintenance of at least two different and relative persistent personalities that this personality disorder displayed in this front, but it was a fake personality disorder pretended by Aaron Stamper for escape the crime of homicide. Aaron Stamper pretends himself got amnesia. He tells Martin and Molly that he does not remember to kill the Catholic Archbishop because he suffered from blackout and it happened to him sometime. Aaron also has an abusive background. He tells Molly that his mother already died and his father was not a nice man. Aaron also pretends he has two different personalities, which is Aaron and Roy. He attacked the prosecutor in the courtroom and to be an evidence for him to escape the crime of homicide. The correct diagnosis for Aaron Stamper are antisocial personality disorder. Antisocial personality disorder is defined as a behavioral pattern that does not bear social responsibility, exploitations, and does not feel guilty. Symptoms shown by Aaron Stamper, like Aaron pretended he as a client suffered from a dissociative personality disorder for escape the crime of homicide. Aaron also not feel guilty after cutting out Catholic Archbishops, and he called it as a work of art. Aaron also disregarding the rights of others. Aaron tells Martin that he wants to kill Linda because he thinks that Linda's death was she deserved. All of this shows that Aaron Stamper suffers from antisocial personality disorder. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yong Lai Peng. My matric number is 271602. Today, I will present about the factor that cause personality disorder occur. The first factor is physical abuse. Physical abuse is known as a person being hurt or injured physically. For example, Alan has experienced physical abuse from his father during his childhood. Therefore, as a sort of protection against his abusive father, Alan has developed another self who named Roy. The second factor is sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is known as a person being sexually abused or sexually exploited by an elderly person. For example, in the movie, the videotape has shown that Alan was being sexually abused together with his girlfriend Linda and another altar boy by Archbishop Rushman. Hence, this may have been the reason why Roy's personality emerges to kill Archbishop Rushman. The third factor is stressful situation. This is because the person will take personality disorder as a way to escape from burden and tension. For example, in the movie, Alan was often lose time or black out when he is placed under a stressful situation. Therefore, if Alan is placed in tense situation, then he will switch his personality from Alan to Roy. And now, I will pass to the next member.
Hi everyone, my name is Hyun Hui Chi and my matrix number is 272167. So now it's my turn to explain the personality theory inside this movie, Primal Fear. So the theory that I'm going to explain is behavioral theory that suggested by John Broders Watson in 1913. This is a study about the interaction between environment and individual behavior. So they're only focused on some observable and measurable behavior rather than emotion and mental behavior. They believe that our environment can create the new individual behavior. So the environment can be divided into two conditions, which is classical condition and also operating condition. Now I will go through the classical condition first. So it's suggested by Russian physiologist Ivan Peller. He said that the classical condition is to create the association between the unconditional stimuli and also the previously neutral. And And now I will explain a little bit about his experiment. Every time he will presenting the food and ring the bell sound at the same time. So slowly his dog will associate the bell sound with the food. So in the experiment, we can consider the food as the unconditional stimulate, while the bell sound is the previously neutral. Next, I will explain the operate condition. In this condition, we usually use two methods to encourage or extinguish certain behavior. So the method is punishment and reinforcement. So punishment is the action taken to reduce the possibility of certain behavior to happen again, while the reinforcement is require a person to do some behavior that can be rewarded or punished, so the trainer can reinforce him expected behavior. So actually we can see the negative example in this movie, and it's happened to the character named Aaron. So Aaron is a poor kid because he lost his mom and always been abused by others since he is a kid. And when he is a teenager, he was on the street. He met the bishop and been adopted by the bishop. However, the bishop didn't treat him very well. The reason he been adopted is to satisfy bishop's sexual demand. So in this situation, we can see a negative reinforcement. So the bishop, by providing the place to live and the food to Aaron have to satisfy his sexual demand. So in the long term, in order to protect Aaron himself, he have created a totally new personality who is Roy. So Roy is an aggressive and brave guy, while the Aaron is a kind boy and with the innocent face. So in every harmful situation, Roy will suddenly appear to protect himself. So we can see some example, like Roy had killed the bishop because the bishop required him to do the pom show. So he have demonstrated the symptom of multiple personality very well, and also show us some example of negative reinforcement in this movie. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Tan Wan Ping and my meeting number is 269751. The movie title Primal Fear is revealed that Aaron Stamper has two types of personality disorder, which is dissociative personality disorder and antisocial personality disorder. Now, I will first discuss about the treatment in dealing with the dissociative personality disorder. Psychotherapy or talk therapy is about talking about your disorder and related issue with a mental health professional, and there is no medication to treat it. Next, cognitive behavioral therapy intends to change the unhealthy thought pattern, feeling, and behavior of patients. In general, the treatment for antisocial personality disorder is determined by the situation of individual, their intention to engage in treatment, as well as the seriousness of the symptom. Antisocial personality disorder can also be treated with psychotherapy, and there is no medication to treat this disorder. Medication can only help patients with erratic mood, aggressions, and depressions alongside with antisocial personality disorder. Antipsychotic can also be used to control aggressive activity, and mood stabilizer can be used to manage serious changes in behavior and mood. The intervention for dissociative personality disorder is reducing traumatic incident exposure and assisting trauma survivors in coming to terms with the experience in a safe way. I will then discuss about intervention for people with dissociative personality disorder. Firstly, explore the feeling of client means discover the feeling that the client had in response to the session. Secondly, improve self-esteem refer to the process of offering the positive reinforcement for the client effort to change. Lastly, encourage method for coping. It involves asking a client to recall how they deal with stress before and identify whether their response was maladaptive or adaptive.
Furthermore, intervention for antisocial personality disorder are psychoanalytic therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT-based therapy, therapeutic community treatment, and needle therapy. That's all from me. Now I will pass to my friends to continue with the presentation.
Good afternoon, Doctor and fellow friends. My name is Lo Shi with matrix number 272038. I'm going to present the last part of this presentation, which is conclusion. Primal Fear is a psychological courtroom crime drama which is released in 1996. The movie focuses on Chicago defense attorney Martin Veer as he tried to prove the innocence of Aaron Stempler, a 19-year-old Oda boy accused of murdering a Catholic Archbishop Rashman. The movie reveals that Aaron suffers from dissociative identity disorder, or also known as multiple personality disorder, and in his body houses a second personality which is Roy with an antisocial personality disorder. Factors that cause Aaron suffer from dissociative identity disorder are physical abuse, sexual abuse, and stress situation. The theory that related with the character in this movie is behavioral theory. The cycle of abuse and the need to survive has caused Aaron to create a totally new behavior. The appeal of Roy is to protect Aaron from harmful. Roy is Aaron's problem solver, where he will appear whenever Aaron is in trouble. Lastly, the treatment that will help the individual with dissociative identity disorder are psychotherapy and cognitive behavioral therapy, while treatment for antisocial personality disorder is determined by the individual situation, which is their intention to engage in the treatment and the seriousness of the symptoms. Basically, there are two ways to help the individuals, which is through psychotherapy and medication. That's all from our group. Thank you.